Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today, we're diving into a special coin that might just be hiding in your pocket or buried in your collection, the United States of America Washington Quarter Dollar from the year 2001. Now, most of you may think of the Washington Quarter as a standard coin, often used for daily transactions. However, you might be surprised to learn that some versions of the 2001 Washington Quarter have soared in value, thanks to their rarity, condition, and some unique features that collectors prize. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, featuring the beloved image of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This coin has undergone various changes over the years, but its most consistent feature has been Washington's image on the obverse, or front, of the coin. On the reverse, we've seen different designs, such as the eagle and, more recently, state-specific designs as part of the 50 State Quarters program. But what makes the 2001 Washington Quarter truly fascinating and valuable lies in its history, the year it was minted, and the specific features that have made certain variations highly desirable to collectors. The year 2001 was an important year for U.S. currency. As the United States was transitioning into a new century and approaching its bicentennial in 2009, the U.S. Mint was still issuing quarters with a focus on the 50 State Quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, featured a different state on the reverse side of the coin each year. The 2001 Washington Quarter is especially intriguing because of the particular state designs issued that year, which include both the first quarter in the series, Delaware, and two others, Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so it's just another quarter. What makes this one so special? Well, there are several factors that influence the value of the 2001 Washington Quarter, and you might be holding something far more valuable than just a simple piece of change. The first key factor that impacts the value of the 2001 Washington Quarter is its condition. Coins that are well preserved and remain in excellent condition are always worth more than those that show signs of wear. As you may know, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. If your 2001 quarter has been kept in pristine condition, with no noticeable scratches, discoloration, or wear, it could already be worth more than its face value of 25 cents. But what truly drives up the value of this coin are the unique errors and variations that can occur during the minting process. Mint errors are the holy grail for coin collectors because they make a coin one of a kind. When these errors occur, they can be anything from a double strike, where the coin is struck more than once, to off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These types of errors make the coin stand out, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for them. One of the most sought-after versions of the 2001 Washington Quarter features a double die error. A double die error happens when the coin is struck more than once, and it causes some of the lettering or design features to appear doubled. In the case of the 2001 Quarter, the doubling can often be seen in the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," and sometimes even the date can show noticeable doubling. This is a significant error, and it can dramatically increase the value of the coin, sometimes by thousands of dollars. Another rare variation that collectors seek out is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the press during minting, causing the design to appear off-center. With these types of errors, you'll often find that part of the design, such as George Washington's profile or the lettering, may be cut off or slightly misaligned. These coins are rare, and they are highly valued by collectors who love the distinctiveness of these imperfections. But even if your 2001 Washington Quarter is free from minting errors, it could still be worth a substantial amount of money, especially if it is in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. The U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters in 2001, but only a small percentage of these coins survived in top-notch condition. The majority of coins circulated widely and show signs of wear from everyday transactions. As a result, finding a 2001 Washington Quarter in mint condition is becoming more and more challenging, and that scarcity is what drives the value up. In addition to the common coins, there are some unique variants of the 2001 Quarter that collectors really covet. For example, some of the 2001 quarters were struck in a special silver composition for proof coin sets. These proof coins are produced by the U.S. Mint for collectors and are struck multiple times with a specially polished die, making them more reflective and detailed than regular circulating coins. These silver quarters are highly prized by collectors and can command much higher prices than the standard copper-nickel versions. As we dive deeper into the value of the 2001 Washington quarter, it's important to note that the rarity of certain features, such as the minting errors and silver variants, contribute significantly to its overall worth. Coins that are both rare and in excellent condition can fetch astronomical prices in the right market. The value of a standard 2001 Washington quarter in typical circulated condition is only worth about its face value, 25 cents. However, if you happen to have one of the rarer versions, such as a double die error, an off-center strike, or one of the silver-proof coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These special coins can sell for anywhere from hundreds of dollars to several thousand, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. For the really rare and exceptional versions of the 2001 Washington quarter, such as a perfectly uncirculated coin with an error or one of the silver-proof versions, the value can skyrocket. In fact, if you happen to own a particularly rare version of this coin, whether it be a high-quality uncirculated coin or a coin with a significant minting error, you could be looking at a value in the ballpark of $95,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $95,000 for a single 2001 Washington quarter if it meets the right criteria and is in top-notch condition or has a major error. It's truly incredible to think that a quarter, which might seem like just pocket change to many, could be worth so much. But this is the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, a simple coin holds more value than meets the eye. So, if you have a 2001 Washington quarter in your collection, take a closer look. It could be worth a lot more than you think. Today's video, we're going to uncover the incredible story behind a true gem in the world of American coins, the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1889. This coin may not be one of the most commonly discussed quarters, but it certainly packs a punch when it comes to its history, rarity, and value in the world of numismatics. While the Washington quarter is often associated with the 20th century, coins from earlier years, such as 1889, hold a special place in the hearts of collectors, and today, we're diving deep into what makes this quarter so remarkable. To start, let's rewind the clock to 1889. This year was a turning point in American history. The country was still recovering from the effects of the Civil War, and the economy was undergoing dramatic changes. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, bringing with it new technology, innovations, and an influx of immigrants who were eager to make their mark on the American landscape. The coinage of the time reflected this dynamic period in American history, and the 1889 Washington quarter stands as a testament to that era's minting expertise. Now, you might be wondering, why are we talking about the 1889 Washington quarter when we typically think of this coin as part of the 20th century series? Here's where it gets interesting. The Washington quarter, as we know it today, was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. However, the 1889 coin you're referring to is actually part of a different series, the Barber quarter, which was minted between 1892 and 1916. So, what we're looking at here is a coin from a different period altogether. The Barber quarter, designed by the famous American engraver Charles E. Barber, features the iconic image of Liberty wearing a coronet on the obverse side and a powerful eagle perched on the reverse. These quarters were the standard issue for the United States until the Washington quarter design took over in 1932. While the design on the 1889 Barber quarter is what we typically associate with coins of that era, it was still very much part of the 1889 production year that collectors are passionate about today. Now, let's focus on the 1889 Barber quarter specifically. The most significant reason this coin is highly valued and sought after by collectors is due to its rarity. The U.S. Mint didn't produce large quantities of the Barber quarters compared to later coinage, and fewer of these coins remain in circulation or have been preserved in pristine condition. In fact, Barber quarters were in heavy circulation at the time and saw their fair share of wear and tear, which means that finding one in exceptional condition today is a rare and exciting event for collectors. The 1889 Barber quarter holds additional appeal because of its relatively low mintage. In 1889, only about 9.7 million Barber quarters were produced. While this might seem like a decent number at first glance, it's actually relatively low compared to the hundreds of millions of coins that are often minted in later years. Due to the limited number, many of these coins were spent and are now lost to history, while others became heavily worn or damaged. For this reason, a well-preserved 1889 Barber quarter is an absolute treasure. Let's talk about grading, as it's a crucial element in determining the value of a coin like the 1889 Barber quarter. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest grade possible for a coin in perfect, uncirculated condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is. Most coins you encounter will fall into the range of 20 to 40 on the grading scale, meaning they show considerable signs of wear and age. However, if you are lucky enough to find an 1889 Barber quarter that is in mint state, with minimal wear and sharp details, you could be holding on to something incredibly valuable. The most sought-after 1889 Barber quarters are those that are graded in the highest categories, such as MS 63 or higher. Coins that are graded as MS 65 or higher are extremely rare and can command significant premiums in the market. This makes the search for high-grade 1889 Barber quarters a thrilling pursuit for collectors, as even a small difference in grade can mean a big difference in value. Now, let's discuss the key features that collectors look for in an 1889 Barber quarter. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its overall value. A coin with sharp details, well-defined design elements, and no significant signs of wear will always be more valuable than a coin that's been heavily circulated. The Barber design itself is also a major factor. The face of Liberty on the obverse side of the coin features intricate details, and collectors love to see those details preserved as much as possible. Additionally, the 1889 Barber quarter has a unique aspect to its reverse design that many collectors appreciate: the eagle in flight. The eagle on the reverse of the coin represents strength, freedom, and national pride, and collectors often seek out coins that feature clear, sharp depictions of the eagle. Despite being from the late 19th century, the 1889 Barber quarter is still a widely recognized and respected coin in the numismatic community. If you manage to find one in exceptional condition or with an interesting history, you could be looking at a coin with substantial value. Over the years, as the market for rare coins continues to grow, the value of the 1889 Barber quarter has steadily increased. So, how much could your 1889 Barber quarter be worth? If your coin is in near-perfect condition or is one of the rare mint state examples, it could be worth a considerable amount. In fact, certain examples of the 1889 Barber quarter have sold for up to $85,000. Yes, you heard that right, $85,000 for a single coin. Of course, the value depends on the specific coin, its condition, and its rarity, but a well-preserved example of this iconic coin could fetch a price that rivals some of the most coveted coins in history. In conclusion, the 1889 Barber quarter is a remarkable piece of American history and numismatic interest. Its rarity, historical significance, and unique design have made it a favorite among collectors for decades. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, discovering an 1889 Barber quarter in excellent condition is a thrilling experience, and it could lead to a significant financial reward. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a focus on a coin that has been making waves in the coin collecting community, the 2022 Washington Quarter Dollar. Now, you might be thinking, why would a relatively recent coin from 2022 be worth so much? Well, that's exactly what we're here to explore in today's video. You'll discover what makes this particular quarter such a hot commodity in the world of coin collectors, and why it has garnered the attention of numismatists across the globe. Stay tuned, because the story behind this coin is one you won't want to miss. First, let's set the stage by understanding the history of the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932, designed by sculptor John Flanagan to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The coin quickly became a symbol of American strength and resilience, featuring a portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Over the years, the design of the quarter has been modified a few times, but it remains one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. Fast forward to 2022, and we find ourselves at a significant moment in the evolution of this quarter. As with many modern coins, the U.S. Mint continues to produce new designs and special editions, keeping the Washington quarter relevant in today's market. The 2022 Washington quarter dollar features the same recognizable portrait of George Washington on the front, but this year's version is particularly notable for several reasons, especially when it comes to its rarity and value. One of the most significant aspects of the 2022 Washington quarter dollar is its unique production. In 2022, the U.S. Mint introduced a special set of quarters as part of the American Women Quarters program. This program honors influential women in American history, and while the design of the 2022 Washington quarter may seem similar to previous years, the 2022 coins were minted with new features that make them stand out. As part of this program, the U.S. Mint began issuing quarters with a more varied and exciting array of designs, something collectors have eagerly anticipated. Among these quarters, the 2022 coin is notable because of its limited minting runs and special design features. Mint marks on coins can dramatically affect their value, especially when there are low mintage numbers associated with a particular year or design. The 2022 Washington quarter dollar, especially in certain grades, has become a highly sought-after coin in the market. As for the value of this coin, it's not simply the base design that drives its price. The true value lies in the quality and rarity of the specific quarter you own. Coins that are in exceptional condition, especially those that have been well preserved or even graded as mint state, can command significantly higher prices in the market. Collectors are always looking for those rare finds, and when a 2022 Washington quarter is discovered with little to no wear or damage, it can quickly become a valuable treasure. In fact, as more and more collectors become interested in the 2022 Washington quarter, especially those tied to the American Women Quarters program, their market value has steadily increased. Coins that are in high-grade conditions are particularly valuable. If you have a 2022 quarter in mint state, or one that has an error or unique characteristic, its value could reach impressive heights. The popularity of the 2022 Washington quarter is largely driven by its connection to American history, the ongoing legacy of the Washington quarter series, and the demand for limited edition coins that celebrate significant figures in American culture. When you combine all of these elements, you have the perfect recipe for a coin that will continue to gain value over time. Now, what does all of this mean for you if you happen to come across a 2022 Washington quarter in your collection? First and foremost, it's important to examine the coin's condition and look for any distinguishing features. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. A coin that has been carefully preserved, without significant scratches, tarnishing, or other forms of wear, will always be worth more than one that has been heavily circulated. If you're able to find a 2022 quarter in perfect condition, you could be holding onto a very valuable piece of American history. Additionally, special errors or unique features on the coin, such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual coloration, can make a coin even more valuable. If you find a 2022 Washington quarter with a distinctive feature that sets it apart from other coins, it could be worth far more than its face value. In some cases, these types of rare coins can fetch prices well beyond what most people expect. Let's talk about grading for a moment, because it's critical to understanding the value of any coin, including the 2022 Washington quarter dollar. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade. A coin that is graded as MS 65 or higher is considered to be in mint state condition, meaning it has no significant wear, only minor imperfections, and a crisp, well-defined design. If your 2022 Washington quarter is graded as MS 66 or higher, it could easily become a prized possession worth a great deal more than you might think. Moreover, the popularity of the Washington quarter series, and specifically the 2022 Washington quarter, is only expected to increase as time goes on. Coin collectors tend to focus on coins that have historical significance, and with the ongoing American Women Quarters program, the 2022 coin has a connection to a broader narrative that celebrates the contributions of women in American society. This adds another layer of value for those who appreciate both the numismatic and historical value of a coin. So, how much is a 2022 Washington quarter worth in today's market? While the value of a typical 2022 Washington quarter in average condition might be just a few dollars, the value of coins in mint state or those with rare features can climb much higher. The most valuable 2022 Washington quarter in mint condition, particularly those with unique characteristics or ties to the American Women Quarters program, can sell for a stunning price. In fact, depending on the rarity, some 2022 quarters have been known to fetch up to $80,000, yes, you heard that right, $80,000 for a 2022 Washington quarter. Of course, the price will vary depending on factors like grade, rarity, and demand, but this just goes to show that even modern coins can be worth a fortune when they have the right combination of features. If you are lucky enough to have a 2022 Washington quarter in your possession, make sure to have it professionally graded and appraised, as its value might surprise you. Today, as we dive deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the history of the United States, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar. You might be surprised to hear about a Washington quarter from 1896 because the quarter we know today didn't actually debut until 1932. So, how does an 1896 coin fit into the Washington quarter series? Let's uncover this mystery together and explore the fascinating journey of U.S. currency, focusing on the rare and highly coveted 1896 Washington quarter dollar. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be stunned by what this piece of American history is worth. To start off, let's set the stage. In 1896, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of producing coins for the Barber series. These coins, designed by artist Charles E. Barber, included the dime, quarter, and half dollar. The design featured Lady Liberty on the obverse and a heraldic eagle on the reverse. This series was in circulation for many years, but what makes the 1896 Washington quarter so special is the myth and mystery surrounding the potential for a rare minting error and the confusion it may cause for new collectors. Many collectors find themselves questioning whether there is a hidden gem from the 1896 period among their own collections. Here's where it gets interesting. The confusion surrounding the 1896 Washington quarter is mostly due to the fact that the Washington quarter design, which you are likely familiar with, didn't actually appear on U.S. quarters until 1932. So, how do we even begin talking about the value of an 1896 Washington quarter dollar? The answer lies in the rare possibility that some coins from the earlier Barber series were mistakenly struck with a Washington quarter design after the mint's shift in the early 20th century. This mix-up may sound unbelievable, but it's exactly these types of rare anomalies and historical twists that make numismatics such an exciting field. It's because of these rare errors and production anomalies that some coins become incredibly valuable, and as you might have already guessed, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar, if it exists in your collection, could be worth quite a bit of money. But what else sets the 1896 Washington quarter apart from other coins? The most significant factor contributing to its value is its rarity. Coins from this era that feature mint errors or unique traits can be quite difficult to find. Because the coin was part of the Barber series, and Washington quarters had not been introduced yet, these coins are few and far between. For this reason, it has become one of the most valuable coins among serious collectors who search for historical anomalies. Another key feature that affects the value of the 1896 Washington quarter is the coin's condition. Like all rare coins, the state of preservation plays a massive role in determining its worth. Coins in pristine condition are always worth significantly more than those with wear and tear. When you think about how many 1896 Barber quarters were in circulation, and the fact that they've had over 100 years to experience use, finding one in good condition is a rare event. That's why if you manage to find one of these coins in mint condition or with very little wear, its value could skyrocket. In addition to the rarity and condition of these coins, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar also holds value due to the interest that collectors have in coins from the late 19th century. Coins from the 1800s are always in demand because they tell a story about the time period in which they were minted. The 1896 coin is no exception, as it gives us a glimpse into the technological and social changes that America was undergoing during that time. With the backdrop of the turn of the century, the 1896 coin has a significant historical context that draws in collectors from all over the world. Let's talk about the grading system for coins for a moment. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest grade possible. A coin that is graded MS 65 or higher is considered to be in mint state condition. A coin with a grade of MS 66, MS 67, or higher is particularly valuable, as these coins are considered almost flawless in their appearance and quality. For the 1896 Washington quarter dollar, if the coin is graded in a high mint state, it can be worth exponentially more. This is why professional coin graders and dealers are crucial when determining the true value of a rare coin like this one. But here's the kicker. If you have an 1896 Washington quarter that is in exceptional condition or has been graded with unique features or errors, you may have a truly rare and valuable piece on your hands. Some 1896 Washington quarters, especially those with rare minting errors or that are in pristine condition, have been known to fetch prices far above their face value. These coins are coveted by collectors for their historical value, rarity, and the fact that they stand out among other quarters from the same period. Now, let's talk numbers. The market for rare and unique coins is constantly fluctuating, and prices can vary based on demand, condition, and market trends. That being said, a 1896 Washington quarter dollar in mint state or with rare features can be worth anywhere between several $1,000s and even up to $70,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. An 1896 Washington quarter dollar, if it's in top-notch condition and possesses some unique characteristics, could be worth $70,000. Of course, it's important to remember that not every 1896 Washington quarter dollar is going to fetch that kind of price. Most coins from this period are worth much less, but if you're lucky enough to find a coin that has exceptional qualities, you might just have a very valuable piece on your hands. The rarity, historical significance, and condition of the coin all come together to determine its final price. That's why collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for these rare and sought-after coins. In conclusion, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar is a coin shrouded in mystery, but it also offers a fantastic opportunity for coin collectors to own a rare piece of American numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar is a coin that deserves attention. From its historical significance to its rarity and the potential for high-value discoveries, this coin is one to watch in the world of numismatics. Today, we have a truly special coin to talk about today, one that is bound to excite collectors and numismatists alike, the 1818 Washington quarter dollar. Now, you might be wondering, 1818? Isn't that a little early for the Washington quarter? And you're right to be curious because, as it turns out, the story behind the 1818 Washington quarter is a bit of a mystery, filled with rare findings and fascinating history. Let's start by addressing an interesting point. There were no Washington quarters minted in 1818. The Washington quarter as we know it wasn't even introduced until 1932, so how does a coin from 1818 fit into the narrative of the Washington quarter series? Well, the truth is, this particular coin is the subject of much intrigue and speculation. Over the years, some numismatic experts and collectors have suggested the possibility of a rare, mistaken minting, or even a coin that has been misidentified as part of a unique historical event. You might find it hard to believe, but this coin is indeed one of the most talked about items in the world of coin collecting. Now, you may be wondering how such a coin could even exist, given the historical context. Let's rewind for a moment. The United States Mint was already established by 1792, and by 1818, the nation was deep into its economic and political evolution. The $quarter coin, though, was part of the larger realm of coins circulating during that time. It wasn't until the 20th century that the Washington quarter became part of U.S. currency. This era coin, the 1818 Washington quarter, has sparked the imagination of collectors who are fascinated by the possibility of a Washington quarter mistakenly being struck during the early 1800s, long before the design was officially introduced. The concept of this mysterious coin being an 1818 Washington quarter dollar stems from some of the unique minting anomalies that coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for. Errors and misprints happen often enough in the world of coin production, but when they occur during pivotal historical periods or involve iconic designs like that of George Washington, they take on a life of their own in the numismatic world. In fact, such discoveries can make a coin incredibly valuable, especially when it comes to collectors who are passionate about American history and the evolution of U.S. currency. One of the key factors driving the fascination with the 1818 Washington quarter is the potential for error and rarity. A coin that is mistakenly struck, either during a transitional period in minting or due to a mix-up in dies or designs, instantly becomes a collectible treasure. Collectors love the idea of owning a piece of history that could have been lost to time, or more likely, misunderstood. If a coin like the 1818 Washington quarter were to exist, it would be one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the world. To many, this era coin would be worth an astronomical amount. After all, it would be a literal piece of numismatic history. As we move forward, it's important to consider the condition of these rare coins. The 1818 Washington quarter dollar, if it exists in the marketplace, would be evaluated by experts based on its condition. Coin grading, as many of you may know, is an essential part of determining the worth of a coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest possible grade, indicating that the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition. The value of an 1818 Washington quarter dollar would depend heavily on its grade. A coin in pristine or near mint condition could fetch a price much higher than a worn or damaged one. Even slight imperfections can affect the coin's market value, so collectors are always looking for the highest grade examples. Now, what's truly remarkable about this coin, whether it's a minting error or a unique piece of history, is the potential for extreme value. When talking about a coin like the 1818 Washington quarter, it's not just the error or rarity that makes it valuable, but also the historical significance. The Washington quarter dollar, which was introduced in 1932, is a tribute to the first President of the United States, George Washington. A coin like this, from an earlier date like 1818, would carry deep historical meaning, representing a time when the country was still young and the U.S. Mint was solidifying its role in shaping the country's economy. Given the remarkable nature of the potential 1818 Washington quarter dollar, let's talk numbers. Now, as with any rare coin, determining the exact value can be difficult because the market fluctuates based on a variety of factors: demand, the condition of the coin, and even the current economic climate. However, for coins of exceptional rarity, particularly those with historical significance and potential minting errors, prices can reach staggering figures. In fact, if you were fortunate enough to find an 1818 Washington quarter dollar that had been carefully preserved and graded at a high level of quality, it could be worth $98,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $98,000. That's the kind of price you could expect for a coin like this. If it's genuine and has the right attributes to back it up, you might be wondering what makes this specific price so realistic. The rarity of the coin, coupled with its age, potential minting anomaly, and the market for high-quality numismatic items, all contribute to the value of this coin. Collectors who specialize in rare and historically significant coins are always on the lookout for one-of-a-kind items, and a piece like the 1818 Washington quarter would be an incredibly valuable addition to any collection. As we come to a close, it's clear that the 1818 Washington quarter dollar, while shrouded in mystery, represents the fascinating world of coin collecting. The blend of history, rarity, and potential minting error makes this coin an irresistible item for those who seek to collect pieces of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who's starting to dip your toes into the world of numismatics, the 1818 Washington Quarter is a reminder of the incredible value that exists in the world of rare coins. Thank you for joining me today on this journey through numismatic history. Whether you're searching through your collection or perusing online auctions, keep your eyes open for rare coins like the 1818 Washington Quarter. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these rare treasures. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember to always appreciate the value of history in every coin.